How did Croatian duchies centralize from tribal organizations? Imagine a time when tribes roamed freely across Southeast Europe, each led by a chieftain. Over time, these loose groups started to come together, forming larger, more organized communities. That's how Croatian duchies began to take shape from simple tribal structures. At first, the Croats were divided into small tribes, each with its own leader called a chieftain or župan in Slavic. These leaders held power over their local groups, but there was no central authority. As threats from neighboring powers like the Byzantine Empire, the Franks, and the Bulgarians increased, the tribes realized they needed to unite for protection. One of the first steps toward centralization was the rise of stronger leaders called dukes. These dukes, like Duke Borna and Duke Trpimir, started to establish courts and appoint officials to help govern. For example, Duke Trpimir, who ruled in the mid-800s, called himself Duke by the grace of God, which was a clear sign he claimed divine authority. This was a move away from tribal chaos and toward a more organized state. Military strength was also key. The duchies expanded their control along the Adriatic coast and inland territories. They built armies that could defend against invasions and assert dominance over neighboring tribes. This required a more centralized command, with leaders coordinating troop movements and resources. Religion played a big part too. The Croatian duchies aligned with the Roman Catholic Church, which helped legitimize their rulers. Duke Branimir in the late 800s even secured recognition from the Pope, confirming the independence of the duchy. This religious backing strengthened the central authority and helped separate Croatian lands from Frankish control. Local noble families were brought into the fold through alliances and vassalage. These nobles helped govern and fought alongside the duke, creating a more stable political system. But this also meant internal struggles for power, as noble families vied for influence. External diplomacy was vital. The Croatian duchies had to navigate relationships with powerful neighbors, often switching alliances or paying tribute to avoid war. This made a strong, centralized leadership necessary to manage these complex interactions. Overall, the process of centralization was gradual. It involved consolidating tribal leaders into a unified political entity, strengthening military and religious ties, and incorporating noble families into governance. This transformation laid the groundwork for the later Kingdom of Croatia, which became a more unified and recognized state in Southeast Europe.